Hello, my name is Megan Fuentes. I am the Administrative Assistant for Writers Atelier, and this year I am a NaNoWriMo rebel. I'm working on multiple projects this year, and the website does not give me a very good way to track them, so I decided to make something for myself, and I'm going to share it with all of you today.
But you can use any spreadsheet software that you already own. It's just that your formulas might be a little bit different than mine. Now, I'm planning on making my word count tracker pretty, so I'm leaving the space for a border I'm going to add at the end as well as like a header of sorts. I'll start right here in cell D5 and write the names of my projects. Let's say I'm writing 4 stories this NaNoWriMo season. I'm writing The Day We Kiss. I'm writing Before You Go. The other one didn't take, I guess. And I'm writing Endless, whoops, Endless Summer. And What Could Spark. Okay, those are my 4 romances. Where we're going to put goal, which we're going to write the goal for each of our projects. Then we're going to write how many words we've written, and then how many words are remaining. Now this already looks like a little weird to me, so I'm going to make this look more like a table would. So we're going to do that by adding borders, which I'll do really quickly. This is an unnecessary step. If you're very minimalist, you don't have to make it look pretty. You can just make it look like any other spreadsheet would without any of the bells and whistles of the borders and the fill colors or anything like that. But I personally think it's a little neater and easier to read, which is a big thing for me. I think this is much easier to read if you make it like this. So, 50,000 words required to win NaNoWriMo divided by 4 is 12,500 words per project. So, each project is going to be 12,500 words long. Okay, now I'm going to put a value in each of the written cells. Obviously, it's October when I'm recording this, so nothing will have been written in these, but I'm going to put a number in just so we can make sure our formulas are working. Okay. Now the remaining, this is where our first formula is going to come into play. We're going to hit equals, minus, and then we're going to use our first value, which is the goal of 12,500, and our second value is going to be whatever is in the box that tells us how many words we've written so far for NaNoWriMo. So it's 1 in this case, but instead of writing 1 word, we are going to use the name of the cell, which is D7. Okay, 12,500 take away 1 is 12,499. So if my goal for this project is 12,500 words, I've already written 1 of them. I still have 12,499 to go. So we're going to do the same thing for each of our tables. Minus 12,500 and E7 minus 12,500 comma 7, and our last one right there will be 12,500 take away G7. Okay, there we go. All those numbers look right to me, so we can move right along. this doesn't, so this is all well and good, but this doesn't tell you how much longer you have until you've hit 50,000 words written, and it won't tell you what number you need to input into NaNoWriMo when you update your word count every day. So let's make a table that does that. Let's drop down to C10 and write big goal. That's our big goal for NaNoWriMo. We're going to write written, and then how many words are remaining. Okay, so I'm going to combine or merge these cells to create a longer row, and then I am going to put a border around all of them so it looks just like that. There we go. Okay, so our big goal for November is 50,000 words, so 50,000 words. Now written, we are going to do sum. We're going to have the sum of cells D7 through, that's what that colon means, it means through G7. And if we do that, that will give us 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, added all together is 10, so that's still working. Remaining, we're going to do our trickiest formula yet. So this will be another minus formula. So minus, we'll start with 50,000, 50,000, and then our second formula, our second value is actually going to be another formula. So it's going to be sum, and then it's going to be exactly what we wrote in this cell. It's going to be D7 through G7. Okay, and we did that right? Yep, it worked. 50,000 take away 10 is 49,990. Okay, so now that we know that it's functional, let's kind of clean up our spreadsheet a little bit here. So what I like to do is eliminate all of the extra cells because the remaining cells just kind of look a little cluttered to me, and we're not going to need them anyway, so it's time to delete. We'll delete rows 15 through 1,000 and J through Z. Okay, so that's left us with a little bit of room for us to make our border and our header. So we'll start doing that. Over here. I'm going to use black and white, but of course you can use whatever colors you want if you're making this at home, or you can forego this altogether. There. Okay. And all these are going to be black, a nice sleek black. You might have noticed that Writer's Atelier kind of has a black and white theme going on. So we're going to stick with that theme and make our border black. Almost there, last one. Okay, so now we'll make our header, which we will do by merging these cells. And we'll write NaNoWriMo Projects 2019. Let's make this look a little prettier. We'll put it in the center, and we will use something other than the default font. Let's use Oswald, and we'll make it nice and big. So 42 is the answer to the life, the universe, and everything, so we'll make it 42. Yep, perfect. Okay, so there we are. We're almost done. We're going to do a little bit more cleaning. So we're going to make all of these numbers align towards the center. And then you may have noticed that when I wrote in the numbers, I added commas after the initial 3 digits. I added a comma, and I'd kind of like everything to stay consistent here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to change the format so that our numbers will all look the same. So it's this format. It will be pound sign, comma, pound sign, 0. And then when we do that, look, all the commas appeared and they all look this nice and the same now. So I will also align these to the right-hand side, and I will make all of our titles of our projects in the center. Okay, good. Almost done. The last thing I'm going to do is get rid of these grid lines because I think they clutter everything. There we are, and there you have it. That is your NaNoWriMo multi-project word count tracker.
For more motivation and inspiration, check out all of the links below, and I will see you next time. Have a happy NaNoWriMo!